Alright, welcome everybody to another daily Japanese study video where I study Japanese every single day and I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today we're going to be doing 4 articles on NHK News Web Easy as we make our way through my backlog of articles on here. So let's start with this one. I did start recording this but then had to stop for a second. So we did read the title here, Kotoshi no Kafun wa, and found out that kafun means pollen. So, kafun ga 2月終わり頃から急に大きく飛びそう。So there's going to be a sudden amount of pollen in the air, or an increase in pollen after the end of February. 東京都や福岡県などでは、excuse me, 花粉が飛び始めてます。The pollen is starting flying, essentially. くしゃみや鼻水 is snot. That makes a lot of sense. Nose water. Okay, you can't see those. My big dumb face is covering that. Here we go. Nose, snout. So hana and mizu. Hana mizu is snot. I don't think I have hana mizu in here. I don't think I have snot, but let's check. Hana mizu. Hanamizu. And then hanamizu. No, okay. It's not. That it makes sense. So we'll add that. Let me go here and add hanamizu. Hanamizu. Snot. All right, hanamizu. So sneezing and snot, hanamizu ga dettari me ga kayuku nattari suru hito wa kiotsukete kudasai. So they're telling folks that take care because you might be sneezing, might have snot coming out of your nose, and then me ga kayuku. Kayui, itchy. Right, kayui is itchy. Kayuku, nattari, because it's going into naru. It's in the ku form, right? Because it needs to be in an adverb, right. So your eyes can become itchy. Snot might exit your nose. You might sneeze. So folks that have these issues, please take care. Okay. 天気の会社によると、a weather company? 天気, weather, 会社, company. So according to a weather company, isn't that just like the meteorological agency? A weather company. It's something about that is weird to me. Anyways, これから暖かくなるため、2月の終わり頃から日本の多くの場所で花粉の飛び量が急に多くなりそうです。So this is essentially the title, but they've added in that in lots of places, the amount of flying pollen could become a lot fairly quickly. So this is basically just the title again. So I say, essentially, as we warm up, as we become warm, from around the end of February, lots of places in Japan will have the amount of pollen suddenly increase. 今年はいつもの年の1.3倍ぐらい飛びだろうと itemasu. So they're saying that it seems that it will increase by 1.3 times compared to a normal year. So, itsumo no toshi. This itsumo no toshi is our like a normal year. So we go boop on there as usual every year, the normal amounts, right? 天気の会社は気温が15度より高くて風が強いときは花粉がたくさん飛び心配があります。There's a worry that you might have lots of pollen in the air when there are strong winds with the temperature higher than 15 degrees Celsius. Okay. マスクや目薬 eye medicine, essentially? Eye drops. Okay, that makes sense.
目薬
Because we have kusuri, which has been changed to gusuri because it's the pronounced version. It's on the second half here. So we have me gusuri, eye medicine, so eye drops. Okay, so masks and eye drops を使ってください. So they're saying, please use masks and eye drops. 外に出した布団や洗濯したものは叩いて花粉を落としてから家に入れてくださいと話してます。Okay, so they say, 外に出して布団や洗濯したもの。So, 洗濯したもの is like your washings and your futon. So, when you take things outside to wash them, or hang them up after washing, and like smack your futon and whatnot. Okay. So, all of that put together is them saying that you might want to do it in the house, is what I took from that. Let's see. Please beat any banana you've taken outside to remove pollen before bringing it inside. Okay. Okay, I see. Tataite is the hit part here. So, tataite. I don't see any like thing saying typically kana here, but tataite kafun o otoshite kara. So, this is to like drop. So, by striking it, you'll remove the pollen before bringing it in your house. Okay. Okay. I follow along with that fairly well. Let's go on to the next article, which is apparently about children playing with the last remnants of snow. This is what it looks like, because I see no snow around here, but I do see some snowmans right here. All right, let's look through this. This is kind of neat. 高知県の子供たちに雪のプレゼント. Okay, so Kochiken. I don't know where Kochiken is. Oh, okay, there's Kochiken. So, kids from Kochi Prefecture got a snow present. So, did they like drive a truck up north, fill a couple of boxes with snow, drive down south, and be like, "Look, kids, play with snow! Yay, I got snow!" Like that's what it looks like. 雪で遊ぶ経験が少ない子供たちに雪のプレゼントがありました. There's a present of snow to kids that aren't able to normally play with snow. So, 経験 is our experience. 経験が少ない子供たち. So, kids that don't have experience playing with snow. So, 雪で遊び is snow play, essentially. So, 雪で遊び経験 is experience playing with snow が少ない子供たちに雪のプレゼントがありました. 雪はたくさん積もっている 鳥取県の大山から大山。Wait, 大山. See, this is saying Taizan, which I would expect, but they're writing Daizen. Where's Daizen? Is Daizen a place? Yeah, it's a place name. I don't know where that is. Okay. Oh, Totoriken. Daizen kara. So this must be a mountain in Totori Prefecture? I guess that's not that big of a drive there. 高知県東洋町に運ばれました。So, 運ばれました. They transported it to there from there. 16日、雪を乗せて、大きいトラックが町の保育園. This kindergarten? 保育園? Right? Ah, okay. Nursery school. So this is before kindergarten. I knew it was a small child thing. I could not remember which one. Okay. Ni tsukimashita. So, tsukimashita is arrived. So we have tsukimashita. Hoikuken. Hoikuken.
保育園
Hoikuken. How am I saying ken? Yeah, hoikuken. Anyways. Yukio noseta. So this is given to pick up, noseru, to load. So the loaded snow on a large truck arrived at the town's nursery. Is what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Right here then. 子供たちは大きい声を出して喜びました。Their delighted voices ring out loudly from the kids. So the kids are like, ah, they made, oh my lord, that's actually hilarious. They took the time to make a spot for them to go sledding. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. そして、そして、雪の山で、それを使って滑ったり、雪だるま is snowman を作ったりしました。So, しました right, is we did. What did we do? Well, we have Toddy here. And so this is a list, an incomplete list of things that we've done. So, 雪の山でそれを使って滑ったり. So, 滑ったり is to slide. So this is to slide. 滑ったり. 雪だるまを使ったり. So they made snowmen and they slid down a made mountain of snow, essentially. Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. That they're like, you know what? You're never gonna go sledding around here. Let's go sledding. We're gonna cover a slide in snow so you can experience sledding. Kind of fun. 雪をプレゼント商工会. So some sort of company. 商工会 is just a commerce company. So 商工会の人は子供たちの嬉しそうな顔を見ると遠くから運んだ疲れを忘れました。So, 忘れます. Sorry. So, 忘れます is to forget. So, he's saying that the looking at the kids' faces, they appeared happy, right? Because we have 子供たちの嬉しそうな顔. So, happy faces, essentially. All right. Well, you know what? That was a fun one. That was actually quite a fun one. Next, we have some Olympic stuff going on there. This is a poorly timed photo when they are currently going from looking this way to this way, because you can see they're about ready to look in the direction that they're going here. Uh, she has almost fully completed looking to our right. He has not. So this is a poorly timed photo for their faces, unfortunately. Uh, so, Rikuru, 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 Rikuru. Must be someone's name. Uh, フィギュアスケートの、あ、で、ペア。Oh, yeah, okay. Pair. 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 で、金メダル. Okay, so they got a gold medal. Okay. Rikuru. If I take this and I go in here, paste and go, and look at just images, I'm seeing these two right here exclusively. So I'm going to make the assumption that this is like one of their names or their group name, not quite sure. But フィギュアスケートのペアで金メダル. Okay, so Corudena. Oh, right. Because we have Milano, and then Cor Corudena, Corutena, which I haven't been paying attention to the Olympics, so I've never heard this said out loud other than reading it here. So I'm probably butchering it two different ways. オリンピックのニュースです。It's news about the Olympics. 男性と女性が二人で滑るフィギュアスケートのペアで日本が初めて金メダルを取りました. Really? It's their first time getting the gold medal, huh? So they took the gold, so torimashita, to take, to grab, to get. So they got the gold for the first time in the figure skating pair event here. We have dansei, man, to josei, woman. So man and woman got futare de, so pair essentially. Tsuberu, right? Because this is just two people, pair, right? Tsuberu, which we just had, to slide, to glide, to skate, to ski. We just had this with kids sliding on a sled, but now we have it with figure skaters. Okay. 日本の三浦璃子選手と木原龍一選手. So Senshu is athlete, so they're putting that after they put their title after their name. No futari wa namae kara. So they're going by the name Rikuru. 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 I see. I see. They're combining Riku and Ru to get their name here. Rikuru pear to yobaretemasu. So yobaretemasu is to be called. So they're being called this. Okay. Mai no hi no program. Photo program. Short program. Okay, yeah. ショートプログラムの点は上から5番目でした。Before 前の日 is the previous day, right? the previous day's short program. They went up from the previous day's short program where they were at fifth place. Is that what I'm getting from this? Previous short program score was fifth from the top. Okay, yes. So they were at fifth before this. 日本の時間の、excuse me. 17日は、フリーです。フリー。Free. Okay. Free this. It took place on 17th Japanese time. What is this free doing here? We've seen this Nihon no Jikan. The 17th is free in Japan time. What does that mean? What does that mean here? What do you mean they're free? Free skating? Maybe free skating is what it's short for. Frides. But that doesn't make okay. Don't get bogged down in that. Let's keep going. Free. Okay. 17th in Japan is free. You don't have to pay for stuff on the 17th in Japan, apparently. Anyway, 二人は男性が女性を持ち上げる難しいリフトやジャンプなどを成功して今までで一番高い点を出しました。Okay. So, Nukashi is difficult. Nukashi rifto ya jump. So jump is jump. Well, they're not gonna jump and rifto lift. So lifts and jumps, right, are what we're saying. Difficult jumps. So they gave a showing where they succeeded on doing difficult jumps and whatnot, and they became the number one place from it, essentially from the first time, is what I'm getting. Let's double check ourselves. The parachute, the highest score, yep, where the man lifts the woman. Yep, okay. And that's what this mochiageru right here is. I didn't talk about it. We kind of jumped to talking through this one. But dansei ga josei o mochiageru. So the man lifted the woman, essentially. Okay. 天は6番から1番に上がって銀メダルを取りました。They took the medal by rising to first from fifth. Okay. Yora 選手は自分たちの強さの出すことができました。So they're saying they're able to show their strength. Because we have ourselves, and so ourselves, tsuyosa. So tsuyoi is strength, tsuyosa is tsuyoi is strong, tsuyosa is strength, right? So power. So they're able to bring out their power, is what their full power, I guess, is what they're they're essentially saying here. Real to yeah, okay, yeah. と話しました。木原選手は諦めないで本当に良かったです。So, 諦める is our to give up. So, 諦めない is not give up. So they truly didn't give up, and they're happy for that. 良かった。It was good that they didn't. It was truly good that they didn't give up. と 見せて話しました. Okay. Okay. Definitely struggled a little bit on some of that, but that's half the point of this, right? Is to practice. Okay. Uh, something happened here. We don't know what because we can't see it. But I see something about lines for water down here. So we'll see. 雨が少なくて水が足りない高知市は水道から出る水を少なくする. Okay, so雨が少なくて. So 少なくて is decreasing, few, insufficient, less, right? So insufficient water, essentially. So Kochi-shi, so Kochi City, right? Tarinai, inadequate, insufficient, right? So torinai is insufficient. So the amount of water from rain is insufficient. Suido kara deru mizu, water that's coming from the water system below, 水道, water supply, water works, を少なくする. 少なくする is, once again, is insufficient, scarce. So it's there's not enough water, essentially, for them to use the waterworks properly due to a lack of rain. We have record snows, but also lack of rain. So, uh, but that makes sense. If you look at Kochi prefecture, it was fairly south, so it didn't get hit by a bunch of the snow. So it's fairly dry, while the rest of the country has a ton of snow. Okay. 雨があまり降らないので, so because there wasn't much rainfall, 飲んだり飲んだり生活に使ったりする水が足りなくなるところが出てます. So there's places with insufficient water for drinking and activities that use water. So nondari is to drink. So nondari, we have our ari. Seikatsu ni tsukattari suru. So seikatsu is just life, things that you do. Ni tsukattari suru mizu. So water that you use to do your daily activities and drink is what we're talking about. So because there wasn't a lot of rainfall, as for the water that you use and drink, there are places where there's insufficient amounts, essentially. 四国地方の高知市は、12日から家や会社などで水道から出る水の量を少なくする方法を始めました. So, 方法 right here is our manner or method. So, all of this put together then, right? So, from the 12th, or after the 12th, houses and businesses and things like that, で、水道から出る水の量を少なくする. So they're essentially they're rationing water. They're saying, hey, use less water, please. Is what I'm getting out of this. Let's double check my thoughts here. Kochi City in the Shikoku region began implementing to reduce the amount of water flowing from taps and business starting on the 12th. Yes, okay, so we're decreasing. Okay, they started a way to decrease the amount of water that is coming from the waterworks for companies and houses from the 12th. Okay. 特に水があまり出なくなる心配があるのは5つの場所です。So, there's 5 places that they're worried about, in particular, that they're worried about there not being enough water. これからの場所に、ポチ市は住んでいる人たちが水を使うことができる、教水所、教水所 water station. Okay. And it's water place here. What is this? Salary, wage, gift, grant, allowed. Okay. So, 給水所を使いました。Okay. そして、機械の選択でできるだけたくさん洗ってください。シャワーを使うときは、水を出し続けないようにしてください。So you say, don't continue to run the water while you're taking a shower. So get wet, suds up, rinse off, get out. They're like, don't relax in the shower. We don't got the water for it. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, we definitely struggled on some of those. We did get a couple of new words. So we got kafun, pollen, and hanamizu, snot. So, not bad, not bad. Anyways, we've made it through 4 articles here. Got a couple of new words, so I'm gonna call it there for this video. Hopefully you got some new words as well, or at least a little bit of review, or maybe even just 30 minutes of entertainment. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily Japanese study video. See you then. Goodbye.